Hello and welcome to UPSC Prep. If you want to prepare for UPSC when still in school, you are at right place because our channel helps school students to start prepare early and easily for UPSC. The recommended books for covering the syllabus of history, art and culture in UPSC are New NCERT books for class 6 to 12, Ancient India by R.S. Sharma, History of Medieval India by Satish Chandra, India's Struggle for Independence and India After Independence by Bipin Chandra, Facets of Indian Culture by Spectre. We'll discuss more about it in upcoming videos. Friends, preparing from early stage will never hurt you. In fact, it will help you succeed just like most toppers who were determined to serve the nation and started their preparation to crack exam at earliest. One of them is Mr. Shashank Tripathi. He secured 5th rank in UPSC Air 2015 in just second attempt, despite facing hardships and challenges. So, no need to wait, let's get started. Today, we will cover 4 topics of UPSC syllabus from today's news articles. Our first topic is Cash Reserve Ratio. Recently, Reserve Bank of India has extended the relaxation of minimum daily maintenance of cash reserve ratio of 80% for 3 more months up to late September 2020. Now, we must understand what is cash reserve ratio. Cash reserve ratio or CRR refers to the particular minimum amount of cash deposits that every commercial bank must maintain as a reserve with central bank. This certain minimum percentage of cash deposits is determined by central bank of the country. It helps in regulating the money supply and the level of inflation in the country. Also, it ensures the security of the reserved amount. You can read more about it in chapter 3 of class 12th economics textbooks. Now, let's solve related previous year prelims question from year 1995. The Narasimha Committee for Financial Sector Reforms has suggested reduction in A. SLR and CRR, B. SLR, CRR and priority sector financing, C. SLR and financing to capital goods sector, D. CRR, priority sector financing and financing to capital goods sector. The correct answer is option B. Our next topic is endemic species. The Assam keelback, which is a snake endemic to Assam, has been found 129 years after it was last spotted by British tea planter Samuel Edward Peel in 1891. Now, what do we understand by the term endemic species? Actually, endemic species are those species of plants and animals that are found exclusively in a particular geographical region and nowhere else in the world. A particular type of animal or plant may be endemic to a zone, a state, or a country. For example, Asiatic lion, Indian giant squirrel, Malabar civet are some examples of endemic species of India. You must have read about it in chapter 7 of your class 8 science textbook. Now, let's take up related prelims practice question. Consider the following animals of India. 1. Asiatic lion, 2. Nilgiri blue robin, 3. Tasmanian tiger. Which of these is or are endemic species? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. See friends, it is easily recognizable by now that our channel provides information specifically for school students to help them start their preparation early. So, let's continue with our next topic, Constitution. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Mar Thoma Church event said Constitution of India is the guiding light for his government that doesn't discriminate between faith, gender, caste, creed or language. Let's see what is Constitution. Well, Constitution refers to the body of fundamental principles and rules that provides a framework of governance to which all persons in country can agree upon. It sets out the principal functions of various organs of the government and relations between the government and its people. Also, it prescribes the extent of power and manners of exercise of the government. You must have read about it in chapter 1 of your class 8 political science textbook. Now, let's solve related previous year prelims question from year 2013. According to the Constitution of India, which of the following are fundamental of the governance of the country? A. Fundamental rights. B. Fundamental duties. C. Directive principles of state policy. D. Fundamental rights and fundamental duties. The correct answer is option C. Directive principles of state policy. Our last topic for today is ecosystem. A recent study published in the journal Environmental Science and Policy suggested that the ecosystem destruction may increase risk of pandemics and that maintaining ecosystems is key to preventing the emergence of new pandemics. Now, what do we mean by the term ecosystem? Actually, ecosystem is a term that was first coined by A.G. Tansley in the year 1935. It refers to the functional unit of nature where living organisms interact with each other and also with the surrounding environment. They vary greatly in size from small pond to large forest or sea. You must have read about it in chapter 7 of your class 8 science textbooks. Now, let's take up related previous year prelims question from 2015. Which one of the following is the best description of the term ecosystem? 1. The community of organisms interacting with one another. 2. The part of the earth which is inhabited by living organisms. 3. A community of organisms together with the environment in which they live. 4. The flora and fauna of a geographical area. The correct answer is option 3. And with this, today we just scored total 8 marks in India's one of the most prestigious exam. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.